I'm back with another video. You know how it is. So today I'm going to be talking about just a nice quick video, essentially just giving you guys 5 tips that are going to help you start up an agency. We all know that starting up an agency is not the easiest task in the world, but can it be rewarding? Absolutely. So I'm going to give you guys 5 steps. It's going to be a nice little shorter video compared to the other videos that I've been uploading. So, let's just dig right into it. First things first, in order to even have an agency, you need to have clients, right? You need to have people that you are actually able to deliver the service that you give to. So without clients, you're not an agency. You're just a homeless brother doing nothing, right? So you need to have an agent. Or the best way for you to find actual clients is by simply finding the best form of outreach that works for you, right? Tons of these, other creators and other agencies are going to tell you a specific way is the best way for outreach. Now, if anybody tells you there's one specific way that just beats all the other ways, then they are lying to you, right? There is not one form of outreach that is just outperforms all other outreach methods. So me personally, the outreach method that I do is I simply just connect with another influencer that I know, and I offer them a 5% referral from any client that they bring us. So let's say, for an example, my buddy has, a couple 100,000 Instagram followers and has another girl or another model that is also doing OnlyFans. If he refers her to me and she starts working for me and she brings in, let's say, $30,000 or $32,000, then he's going to get 5% of that total. So he's going to get $2,000, something around that area. So that just is instant outreach, and I don't even actually have to do the outreach, because if they want to make extra passive money, passive income, then all they have to do is just reach out to their buddies. In return, it's going to bring it to us. Now, you don't have to do this with a big influencer. You can do this with the model that you already have. Let's say you already have a model and she's pretty established, doing well. Tell her to reach out to her friend. Your model knows at least 1 to 3 friends who are also in the space that are going to be able to bring you more clients. You don't want to spend too much time on outreach in this industry, because it can be hard. Now, outreach is the most important part of, any marketing agency, especially OFMA. But for what's worked for me the best was simply just giving out a 5% referral code to anybody who, is recommended to me from a model that I'm already managing or from another person. Now that you have the model, right? Let's say now that you've just signed your first model, you need to build a relationship with this model. These aren't just, objects, and these aren't just pieces of money, or they're not just money bags. These are real people, and the more genuine relationship that you have with the client itself is going to just be an overall better workflow, right? They're going to be more enticed to give you content. They're going to be more enticed to do the work that you expect of them, because you guys have a good relationship. Now, one way that I actually develop a relationship with my clients, and I found in a lot of other social media marketing agencies, that the reason that the clients actually leave the agency is not due to results or not the lack of, but more so for the fact that there is no relationship there. So if there was a relationship and there was a communication, a lot of it has to do with communication issues. But if you guys schedule a once a week meeting, and if it starts to go well, week by week by week, and there's not much to talk about, then maybe bi-weekly. And then as you guys progress into your relationship and progress into the workflow, then maybe just expanding it to once a month or this and that, and just keep updated with them on the text. But one way that I'll actually continue to build that relationship is by just having a Calendly. It's just an application that allows me to send them out a quick little message, and they get to schedule a time that they want to meet with me. I will have them meet with me at least once a week and talk to them, show them the results that we're giving them, what we plan on doing in the future, the content that we need, etc. And then just talking to them for maybe 10-20 minutes, just literally just getting to know them. It's built such a strong relationship with our clients, and they have been extremely happy with, having that relationship, because their previous agencies, they didn't have any communication. Their previous agency didn't, do the work that was expected. And I think that has to do with a lack of communication. So build that relationship with your clients, and I promise you in the future, they're going to be with you for a lot longer. This next tip may potentially be debatable. and I'll explain why. So I think a lot of, other companies and a lot of other entrepreneurs are going to tell you that you don't need to worry about registering your business. I'm going to tell you the opposite. The biggest part of having an agency is collecting money, right? You need to be able to collect the money. Now, you start working with a professional client, she's not going to want to Zelle you the money. And she's not going to want to Cash App you the money, because that's not how it doesn't work like that for taxes. They're going to want a very specific invoice sent to them. Now, any invoicing platform that you use, which I recommend, Square or Stripe, if you send them out an invoice for $5,000 or $2,500, guess what? They're going to ban your account, and they're going to ban your account because you're not a registered company. They don't know where the fuck this money's coming from. So if you have a registered company, then your whole workflow is going to be so much smoother in terms of you're not going to get banned. You're not going to have any issues with collecting money. You're going to be able to maneuver all of the platforms just fine for the simple fact that you are registered. It also shows, the client that you are much more professional than the other agencies, because the majority of the other agencies aren't even registered because they don't know how to register. I'd recommend doing some research, figuring out how to get registered. If you have an accountant, just ask your accountant and she will help you get registered. It's very, very worth it. Now, with this all being said, you have a client, you're a registered company, you need to actually have results, right? Now, before you go and start learning how to do black hat marketing from Nate Aston or any of these other types of marketing, I would recommend you just learn the basic algorithms of all the social media platforms that you're willing to use. So let's say Reddit. You need to know how to just create a Reddit page that looks nice and how to post in other groups, because sometimes you actually have to verify the creator in order to get into specific groups to where they'll post. You want to learn how to use Twitter. Twitter is extremely powerful, and you don't have to hack the algorithm and get hundreds of thousands of engagement in order to bring results to your client. So if you just learn the basic algorithm and you're consistent with the basic algorithm on Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, you're going to drive results, and you're going to make the model happy either way, because she just went from 0 fans to maybe 500 fans in a month, and it's now bringing her $2,000 to $3,000 a month, maybe even more. So if you just learn the basic algorithms, it's going to take a ton of workload off of your behalf, as well as now you can start looking into how to hack the algorithm and do black hat marketing and figuring out all the tips and tricks to really pushing and really scaling and optimizing for the best possible results. The biggest one of my favorites, is staying organized. Now, I'm a very systematic person. I like everything being done for me. I've been like this ever since I was a kid playing Minecraft. I liked using the redstone and forming contractions that would just do all the work for me. And this is how I am in my business workflow. I like having systemized automation systems that do all the work for me. So that means a payment processor. That means having a database that is linked, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not going to go into all of that in this video, but I am going to go into just how to stay organized. Now, there's a few platforms that I use to stay organized. One of them is Trello. Trello is just a little platform that has a to-do list, a doing, and a done list. So you can just drag, boom, 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 your list that you have to do, and just make sure that you stay organized and you don't forget that you have to post, or you don't have to forget this and that. You can add multiple cards on there. I would recommend just taking a look at it, because I know my explanation is going to sound kind of rough, but you can have multiple cards on there. You would add another list. That would just be your daily schedule. So now you have a schedule, you have all the other things you have to do, and just keeping organized is extremely important. And having a database as well is extremely important, because you need to have an area where you have all of your clients' information. If you have your clients' information just kind of in a Google Docs or whatever, passwords are going to start getting, mixed up, and you're going to start losing control of who's who, and it's going to get messy. So I recommend something like Airtable. I don't personally use Airtable, but Airtable is a good alternative to what I use. Now, reason why I'm not telling you what I use is because what I use is extremely expensive. We're talking like $1,000 a month because we use FileMaker Pro. Now, FileMaker Pro allows us to have a database with all of our clients' photos and everything inside of it. I don't expect you guys to go out and purchase that. So Airtable is a great alternative. Don't use Google Spreadsheets. Get Airtable. There's a ton of automation systems on it, and it will work indefinitely great. It is an awesome platform, and staying organized is more than important. You're going to be able to hit goal targets. You're going to be able to perform and get good results to all of your clients. On top of that, you're not going to miss out on anything, right? If money's to be made, you're going to have the direct path to it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit of a quicker one, but nonetheless, I think it was still a good one. I will be dropping another video here shortly. I hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like, drop a sub, turn on post notifications. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and peace out.